Hello everybody, welcome! My name is Ursa Ryan, and I have been on a little mission to discuss fun mods and good games of Civ 6, for I have played a lot of Civ 6, and I am lucky to say that I know quite a few modders, some of the best in the business. Now, I've been having a chat with them, and I posed the question, what's your favourite? What do you think would be the best representation of something you'd want me to see? And oh boy, they answered the call. You're gonna see some amazingly fun games on the channel this month. Let me show you today's game. This is the wonderful Rosenthorn Merrick, a mod maker extraordinaire whose mods I have played on the channel on a couple of occasions before. Now, she said that I should check out this, Sicily, with Roger II. When I had a look, yeah, this looked like a lot of fun. We have a whole bunch of abilities that pull the Civ in multiple different directions that I think could lead to some really interesting gameplay. This is what I really love about mods, by the way. New ideas, expanded ideas we've seen in the base game. Oh, you really want the developers to take all the mods and squeeze them into the game and just give us more DLC. More. We'll talk about that in a little bit more detail in a second. As usual, if you want to play this game, the save file is in my Discord, link in the description of every single video I put up, and I also have the full mod list that I use, both the user interface mods on one tab and all the gameplay mods on another. You want to check out this mod, you'll want to check out this game, and just to throw you a little bit more of a nugget, a tiny morsel of temptation to come over and play this game. Well, let me just zoom in a little bit, or zoom out I should say. Oh look, what's this? Science? Faith? Roriama question mark? Oh yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. 6-player, continents and islands, these are the modes and options. Regular deity difficulty today with Barb Clans mode on. I want to test out the mod without feeling like I'm having to hit my skull against the brick wall of Sid Meier AI over and over. You know, as it's been pointed out a few times, sometimes when the game is set up to crazy levels of difficulty, you don't actually get to play the game. It's more of an exercise in trying not to die. So deity difficulty, standard speed, we're really going to showcase this wonderful mod. And the final thing that makes you want to play this and watch this series, the Civ is yellow. Oh, that's always got to be a good thing. Prepare yourselves, prepare your minds, prepare your bodies. Let's get going. Turn 1, and with Sicily and Roger II, I have to have a little think about their abilities to work out where I want to settle, because we're being pulled in multiple directions. What do I mean by that? Well, some abilities are pulling us inland, and some abilities are pulling us to the coast. The Sicilian ability of Trina Cria is one of the things pulling us to the coast. Coastal cities or cities with within 6 tiles of a harbour have plus 15% growth and generate 15% more great person points per turn. That's fairly easy to do. We can keep most cities on a continents and islands map either on the coast or within 6 tiles of a harbour district. That's fairly doable. We also have theatre, squares, holy sites and campus districts giving me a standard adjacency bonus from coast and lake. This is like the Indonesian ability, but better. Is potentially this a little bit powerful? Standard adjacency as opposed to a minor? Yep, probably. But hey, this is a wonderful mod and we need to have a bit of fun every now and then. So what's pulling us inland? Well, Roger's ability. We gain an additional policy slot in our government for every dedication. So we'll always have +1 and it'll change depending on what we pick. By dedication, I mean pen, brush and voice or monumentality, the stuff you get at the end of an age. Cities within 9 tiles of a capital receive +2 loyalty per turn and +1 immunity. It's like a watered down but further reaching version of Colosseum. This means we don't want my capital on the coast. We want it slightly inland so that it has more of a range within 9 tiles. I mean, 9 tiles is pretty big. If I show you what this looks like, you'll see, yeah, pretty massive. But say, for instance, I pull it inland a little bit, well, I can get a lot more in that area. We have a unique crossbow that's slightly stronger and gains +1 attack per turn when it hasn't moved. That's insane for all sorts of reasons. Stronger than a crossbow, which is already really powerful. Brilliant. 2 attacks, even better. Effectively means double experience as well. So there's a lot to love about that. A unique knight that is unlocked at feudalism, which is a lot earlier. It receives a 3 promotion when either purchased, trained or upgraded. So we can use a heavy chariot rush, war carts of Gilgamesh, and they give +1 movement and +5 combat string to other units apart from themselves. So it's a little bit like Tagma. So stick one of those next to my crossbow and it's going to have effectively +10 combat strength and fire twice. Huge. This is the exciting thing, the Badgilio. It gives +1 food and +1 production. It's effectively like a little estate, a plantation. Gives a little bit of appeal and housing, but if you put farms and plantations around it, it gains even more food and production, and it gives the farms more food, and it gives the plantations more gold. So basically what you want to do is put one of these things down on a tile, and then you start surrounding it with farms, like this, and the farms get more food, and it gets more yields, and then you put the plantations down, and then it gets even more yields. Oh, it's going to be so good to see these spec ups. If that kind of pushes you towards the land, land. It's also worth noting that feudalism unlocks both of that and my unique knight. So culture rushing in this game is going to be way more important than usual. So do we stay by the coast or do we stay inland? I think we're going to go inland. I think I'd like to have a capital that works as much of this stuff as possible. You can see the coast actually goes around here. If I was to settle on the wheat, I would be able to access this beautiful science and faith from Roriama, as well as getting the era score. So there's a lot of love on that idea, but here is the big but. If I settled there, I wouldn't be able to put any cities around this area. Whereas if I'm just looking at this, if I was to settle there, then I could put a city down on the coast. Best of both worlds. And settling on this wheat wouldn't actually give my city center any bonus at all. So I think I'm getting half a plan here. Let's go inland. I like the idea of working not just one, but two of these 2 science, 2 faith tiles. Quick Pantheon, quick research. And luckily my settler wasn't swept away in the flood. In fact, there is actually furs there as well. I could go 1 tile further. Let's see what we find here. Oh, actually I can settle over there and I can settle over here and settle around the back of Roriama. Now, I really like this settlement. This is really fun. We get the era score from finding Roriama first, as well as settling near it, and then also settling on a floodplain. We're already on 7 out of 11. 7-11. Hey! We're playing on continents and islands. I think I'm actually not going to go for a scout today. I'm going to go for a slinger. And the reason is I want to rush a bunch of slingers because we have a unique crossbow. So as many upgraded slingers as I can get that will then upgrade into this crossbow with 40 range strength, I think that's going to pay off later down the line. Do I want to go for an early religion? Well, there's quite a few religions that work really well for me here. Feed the World obviously stacks really nicely with plus 15% growth. Even more population. A Roriama settle also means that we could get some pretty decent work ethic. Don't forget that work ethic will also work really well if I put holy sites on the coast. Finally, if I want to get to feudalism really quickly, we could also go for culture on shrines. So there's 3 really good religious options. Because of that, I want a religion, but I'm not going to rush it, because if I get Feed the World, brilliant. If I don't get Feed the World, then there's 2 other options. So we're not really hugely excited about missing out on an option per se. We want a religion, but it doesn't need to be the first. So instead of rushing for astrology, I think instead I'm going to do the usual stuff of going animal husbandry, seeing where the horses are, and then potentially going into mining to put a mine down on this tile and to work this quarry. And then we could also work the thirds. It's actually a very, very good capital spot, this. As my warrior works around, I was just about to say we can go and explore some stuff, try and work out where the best settlement opportunities are, but a barb camp has literally just appeared behind me. So we've got to go and kill this ASAP. A slinger will appear soon to come and help me defeat this, but for now, the warrior will just have to chomp down. Just need to make sure my warrior doesn't die. Strangely enough, the barbarian has just informed the barb camp of where I am. I would be more worried if it couldn't work out where I was. That would be the bigger problem. Horses. I have found 2 sources of horses, neither of them workable by my capital. Ah, that's a shame. Let's go mining now. I think getting a builder out quickly is going to be a very good option for me. Waiting 2 turns. 2 population in Palermo. Looking forward to seeing all these Sicilian names. Area of the world I'd love to go. Haven't been. Supposed to be beautiful. The food is supposed to be wonderful as well. There's the slinger. I have my promotion. Often 3 attacks from a warrior early game will be enough to go for the promotion. There's battle cry. And given how many wonderful science tiles I've got, yeah, we're just going to go straight for the builder here. I need production. I need to work my settlers as fast as possible. I'm going to force work this tile over one of these 2. The only reason being, I'd rather take a little bit of science and faith penalty, but just work this builder a tiny bit quicker. It'll be worth more production in the long run. Barb camp destroyed. If I can get the kill on the slinger, that would also really help. I don't want to rush a barb horseman, yet 95 gold gives you a very fast scout. You then can't promote them later in the game, so they're not brilliant. Disperse clan or raid clan. I'm not going to bother raiding it. Let's disperse it, get the 3 era score, and the Pantheon. What are good options? We have 2 camps around us, truffles and furs. That makes Goddess of the Hunt more appealing. We have got a quarry, which we could get faith on. Multiple breathtaking tiles. No, none of these are breathtaking, even though they're by Roriama. That's the floodplain for you there. Okay, that's not going to be an option. Improve strategic resources, giving me faith and production could be good. I could go for a 3 settler. Or we could go for a 3 settler very quickly. Or we could go for a builder. Now, this is a rogue option, but city growth rate is 10% higher. Is a really small thing, but I have an ability that gives me 15% growth. So if I combine those 2 things, I will get to 25%. 25% growth is actually really, really good. And if we can pick up Hanging Gardens later, that would be another 15%. That would put us at 45. No, it wouldn't. Put us at 40%. Ursa, you can't count. It'd mean I wouldn't have to work out this builder as well. I could just work the settler instead. But does it make more sense going for the settler? That would let me work a source of horse quicker, or the truffles, or more Roriyama. Actually, more Roriyama is a pretty good thing. Just haven't explored much of the map at the moment. I'm going to go fertility rights. I think religious settlements is the better option, but I'm going to go fertility rights because it themes better with my Sicilian bonus. We're going to lean into that a little bit here. Not necessarily optimum, but it is necessarily very, very fun. All right, so let's now switch into making a settler, and mining is finished. Let's go and improve this tile, get a bit of production in. Do I have any good camper spots? Roriyama doesn't count as a mountain, so it's a +2 by a volcano. There is a reef over here. Obviously, settling around the coast means I will get some really good campus tiles. I think I'm actually going to gamble on getting something good science. I mean, the thing is, Roriyama is going to give me a lot of science. No, changing my mind all of a sudden. I'm instead going to go for bronze working and find where the iron is and see if a swordsman rush or something like that would work. In Gazagamu, as if to hear me, as if I summoned it with just sheer energy. In Gazagamu is fantastic if you have encampments. Maybe building an encampment is the play. Plus, encampment Magnus start means more settlers, so that's not a bad option either. Okay, that's a weird option, but it works well. I'm thinking a medieval knight and crossbow rush on someone. This could be really fun. Let's go for that. The first mine, look at this, 2-2-2-2 tile. Just a little guide from Ursa. Some people like to argue whether or not the 2-2-2-2 tile is better than a 2-2-2-2 tile or a 2-2-2-2 tile, and I think it does change depending on the game you play. If you focus on getting as many 2-2-2-2 tiles rather than 2-2-2-2 tiles, obviously I think you're not going to lose out. It's the better overall option. Just beware of the 2-2-2-2. That's a total trap of efficiency and production. You don't want that. Oh, okay, I love it. The scout just kamikazed onto my slinger and killed itself. Well, that's a quick way of getting the archery boost. Horses. Fresh water. Oh, okay. There looks like there's going to be either a river or what possibly is a lake over there. And look at this. By settling just one away, my hunch was correct. And now we've got all this land we could settle into. Very tasty indeed. But once I don't need to go God King or Rod King or Cod King, we're actually going to go for urban planning and discipline. Survey, I still don't see the point in that card. And in this particular case, I have no scouts. So you'd be worried if I could see the point in that card. Get the trade route up, especially if we're going to go for a Magnus start using the science of Roriyama to avoid going Pingala. Get those settlers out as quickly as possible, although Pingala would be good for connoisseur. I think Palmero is going to be encampment and government plaza, these two, in order to just produce a settler hub. But there's a good production in this city, especially if I can pick up lumber mills. I think in the long run, we won't struggle here at all. Great bath on turn 17. Wow. See, normally I'm happy to not find many barbarians, but I'm hanging annoyingly here on 2 barbarian kills. Kind of do want to find another barbarian. Okay, it is a lake. There's some cattle, some horses, obviously more Roriyama tiles. The third population means we're working even more faith and more science, up to 8.5. I love this sort of wonder start. It's great. Look at that tile. Oh, that's a beefy tile. Big yums. Maybe I should have gone for reeds and marshes, eh? Oh, that would have been the clever move. But look at this. A lot of different settlement opportunities. I'm going to make the most use of my space by settling on the horses there and also on the horses there, because I can't put districts on those tiles, but I can put districts on the coastal tiles around. Now in this direction, I just need to see a little bit more around this area to see where I can settle. I reckon there's a good settlement spot eventually. Look at this, one turn and we get this fertile and bam, craftsmanship boosted. It's not going to work this tile for me, but it is quite productive. So let's just lock all these tiles in. I'll take a small science penalty, and there are more tiles that I can go and settle there, but in Gazagamu might block this a little. Just more information needed. Settler, ready. Come on, we need decision making here. And settle on one of those 2 tiles. If I was to settle on top of the horses, I would block this area off. Remember, we're getting as many cities within 9 tiles of myself as possible. So I think I might be forced into settling on this marsh tile. But if I do that, I might find myself a little bit cramped in other areas, because now I can't settle up in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4 cities. I mean, we want as many as possible, but we don't want to cram them in like crazy, because then they won't grow. If I was to spin this city to there, and I could put one there, and I could put one there. No, I don't think it's worth it. Okay, I'm going to go and settle in this direction to start with. This coast looks fairly safe. It looks fairly protectable. Move over here. Quickly pick up a monument, and then run into another settler. That might scupper my plans a little bit. It's Harold. Honored to meet you. You're right there. And already you put some loyalty penalty guarantee. Okay, yeah, no, settling in this direction has got to be good. Do I want to go and steal this city quickly? There's actually no good tiles to work there, and I would like to get these source of horse going, so I'm going to move, yeah, settle down that. There is no more land to my north. We are blocked in. I don't think this is too bad a settlement spot. I think you could shove in another city, but these are going to all be very productive, very powerful cities. I'm thinking of making sure we have 2 aqueducts going, some of these coastal cities. Anyone else going for religion at the moment? Someone is going for religion, 2 points per turn. Okay, what I'm going to do is go for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 settlers out, including this one. Settle all these cities, and then we're going to go for holy sites and just rush our religion on that. Go on, everyone. Worship the big iron god in the sky. I don't think we got any iron. Could be problematic. There is iron there, which is in range of this city. Okay, right. Okay, we have 1 source of iron, but that's not great. So it's not going to be a man at arms. Do I need iron for my unique horses? No, I don't. Okay, we don't need iron then. That's perfect. Pottery it is. Well, I mean, I'm happy with that. A tribal village. That's my first of the game. Grab it. Unit gets experience, 1 era score. Lovely. And this is city number 2. Messina. Very famous city, just looking over towards the Italian mainland, isn't it? This is one of the areas that was fought between Rome and Carthage all the time from memory. Start with the builder. How much gold for a builder? 215. Do you want to buy my furs? Could sell my furs in theory. I don't know if that would be a good idea. Keep an eye on Norway's military strength, by the way. Norway is somebody in the category of I don't trust at all. Could put a city on the end of this peninsula, but equally that's a +5 campus or theatre square or something like that, so maybe I don't want that. Oh, there's iron there, round the corner. Interesting. It's quite difficult to get to, but we'll keep an eye on that one. Only -1 for the city down here as well. Medieval era units. My Baron does count, I believe, as a medieval unit. Maybe going for an encampment or 2 would be a really good idea. As mentioned before, Gazagame does make it more nice to get the barracks down, get some great general points in. It would help me with defense if I had some crossbows and, for instance, some Norwegian berserkers came my way. Also lets me buy units in cheaper as well. Oh, we're going to have a lot of things pulling us in a lot of different directions, I feel. Moderate flood, 3 tiles improved, including my city center. That's just giving my city center extra food without doing any damage to the city. That's brilliant. Oh, I love floods. You know all those times I've complained previously about flooding? I take it all back. 2 people going for a religion now. Maybe if we get government quickly, go for a golden age. The golden age might actually be quite handy here, because that would let me go Exodus, get the religion quicker in the second age. How are we going to do that though? We still need 11 era score. There are no uniques we can get out, so this is all going to be off stuff that I'm doing. It would be 2 era score for a boat, 3 for a campus if it was beautiful, 3 for a holy site if it was beautiful. That's 8 points. Horse unit, that'd be difficult to do, +9. I don't think I could go for sprawling empire. I don't think a golden age is going to be very easy to do at all. Or a wonder. Am I going to realistically build a wonder? Probably not. Let me think about that. I don't know. I don't know. I can't get a very good campus in my capital, but Messina does have a +3 available to it, so we could potentially get the era score there. Let's unlock the holy site just in case. Your seas are unprotected, friend. Okay. Wasn't aware I really had seas, but sure. There's the capital. Norway has just declared war on Gaul. Amazing. That means they're not going after me. Oh, look, a settler. Let's keep an eye on this settler and see where it goes. Norway does have a lot of units. If they leave that settler anywhere that I can attack, I'm going to steal it. I'm going to be like that. I'm going to play in an annoying, evil way. Just what I'm going to do. There's a +3 holy site I can do. Yeah, there's +4s here, but these are just 2 good tiles. Engineer ends in 10 turns. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting a golden age this particular time. That's fine. We'll wait. Settler's heading in this direction. It's moving in a way that I can't follow it. I'm just going to keep an eye though. Let's keep looking. More iron down here. Good to know. A CAD. Another military city-state. One that is currently suzerain to Norway. But again, this just makes encampments look increasingly like a good idea. How likely is it that Norway is going to hit a golden age? 18 era score. Potentially. I don't grab this city. I'm sure they will. Could settle 1 tile further back in theory for a little bit of loyalty. I think we want to claim this space, don't we? There's a luxury there. Yeah. Okay, let's go down. Let's do it. I'll take discipline off, put a Gogi in, and I'm just going to take a couple of turns to make a couple of slingers just in case Norway does declare on me, or in case I do something really silly like declaring on Norway. Settlers going down in the other direction. All right, we'll keep prowling around here. If Norway does try and settle near me, I'll be ready. Barbarians attacking Norway from the coast. The irony of that is ridiculous. Pyramids has been finished. finished. Profit is already gone. Should probably move soon if I want my own religion. I think if we go settler, improve that source of horse, go one more settler. Yeah, we just want to make sure that we have enough space. I'm going to try and settle aggressively. I think it makes sense in the long run. Meteor shower. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, let's go grab that quickly. That's very powerful. And suddenly this city is loyal. Perfect. Masala. +3 holy site over there. Start with the monument. But actually, if this city's loyal, might purchase the monument just because it's like 40% extra culture for me. Let's work on the trader, send it back. Now send this builder over to go and work this delicious rice towel. Next up, I think we want to go for lumber mills. Let's go for archery. I've got 3 slingers. I don't think I really need to panic build anymore. This amount of archers will be absolutely fine. A barbarian galley. Let's remember that there's a barbarian galley. Don't send anything out to sea that you're not going to miss. Irrigation boosted. And look at this towel. Oh, that's a delicious towel. Quickly work on irrigation because there's actually a chance we can get some silk over here now. Second luxury. Normal age. Free inquiry. Pen brush and voice. Monumentality. Exodus. If you don't know what to do, I would always go free inquiry. It's easier to get science buildings and to trigger eurekas. Let's do that, and hopefully getting a dedication will grant me an additional policy slot of a different type. So I have another military policy slot. Okay, that's probably the one I didn't need, but I'm not going to be ungrateful. We'll keep a Gogi. I'll put discipline in just in case we do have a fight with Barbs. Gee, there is a small fight with Barbs happening there, you see? Free military unit. Here's the heavy chariot. Let's go down this way. We're just trying to explore all around the edges of my empire. You know, I don't think Magnus is suddenly needed. Did we try and steal Ingarazugamu? I'm tempted. Armani, in you go. Second prophet has now gone. Somebody's getting a third. I need to move quick, actually, if I'm going to get a religion. Mysticism has unlocked the revelation card for me, but we need to go early empire and then into political philosophy. Again, we've met 2 city-states, but not 3. An unmet city-state has been defeated. The game heard me. It's like, oh, you need less city-states in the game? It's like, no, the opposite. I want city-states. Let's send my warrior down and go and explore. Gazagamou bows to me. Yeah, you'd better. I have another governor now. I think it makes most sense to put Pingala in. So we're going to do that in Palermo. One religion's been taken with Feed the World. So Feed the World has been taken. Okay, good to know. It's going to be work ethic. Work ethic wouldn't be the worst idea. I mean, or we could take the religion for our own. I don't know. We'll see. Plantation. Another luxury. Starting to get a little happier now. Settler finished. Instead of pushing out in either of these directions, I think we're going to go over in this direction. Pick up this source of horse, but also have good access to the coast. Or we'll go and pick up this source of horse and have good access to the coast in a different way. Both are good, but that has a better tile. So we'll head in that way. Oh, I mean, I'm moving next to Stromboli. That's probably not a good idea, is it? Let's not think about that one too hard. Oh, let's go for a religion. I think I will regret not doing it if we don't. Okay, no, wait. That's a very annoying place to leave your scout. I would rather you moved. You're blocking me here. Let's get these holy sites down. Another +3 over there. It's a little core of faith, I think, to get our religion as soon as we can. Somebody else is going for the last one. That's not good. Need to move quick. Look at this. Food, science, and gold from a trade route and a route through my own lands. Yes, nice. It's the sort of thing that helps. City number 4. Ragusa. Let's get working on a builder in that city. Can I get open borders from you? 13 gold is fine. I'll pay for that. I need to explore. I need to find out what's in this world. Why is there a horseman running towards me? Let's get a little bit worried when you see stuff like that. Classical era has begun because we found a 3rd city-state, and that's political philosophy. Who is it? Hong Kong. Oh, good for projects. We want to rush a religion really quickly to beat this last person. I think we might have to do that. Protestantism has gone for choral music. Looks like work ethic is what we're going to be doing today. If we get a religion. If we don't, a lot of these holy sites will be totally wasted. Change government. Go for classical republic for now. You can always change later. Going to put maritime industries up to get some galleys out. Planning is good. Settlers will help. Profit points will help. Diplomatic League helps a lot as well. All right, here we go. We can actually work on getting a galley out now. Let's do it. Holy site, +3 era score. So we're now on 3 points. Somebody is a little bit ahead of me though. Let's build the shrine. Or actually, do we want the holy site prayers? Oh, there's a lot of stuff here that's good. Go for the holy site prayers. Don't want to miss out. Norway is going to continue settling towards me a little bit. That's okay. That's fine. Losing in Garzagami though is not okay. That's something I would rather keep. Harold has a bit of a stranglehold on a lot of this stuff, namely because of the 37 culture per turn. Oh, he's got 6 cities already, 27 population, 416 for me. They're doing really good. Seekism, warrior monks. Oh, of all the things to pick, fills me with absolute fear. I'm going to go and settle on this salt for the luxury. This is not where I thought I would settle, but it gives me more access to Norway, gives me access to a little bit of desert and this coast as well. Oh, don't tempt me with a +7 holy site. Oh, it's too good a tile. I can't lose it, but that's so tempting. Just mean. It's just mean. Finished a holy site project. I'm not taking any risks. I'm spending a little bit of faith to just get the profit. There you go. Religion obtained. So this is city number 5. Catania. Maybe this is the city that I could trade some sheep for some bricks or stone. Try and make a road between my cities. You never know. In Catania, anything's possible. We've got watermill happening here. Building 2 galleys. I'm trying to make sure that we have as many different boosts going as possible. I will take 30 diplo favor. Thank you, Norway. I get the feeling that I'm going to be lying to Norway quite a lot in this game. Anyway, time to found the religion. Work ethic was, well, it does kind of play off my ability here. Extra adjacency from holy sites on the coast. Work ethic, done. Big production boost. And you know what? Crusade? Go on then, because I think if I'm going to take a bunch of knights over to attack Norway, it'd be really good. They followed my religion. Get this watermill done and then the shrine. You can see we're getting nice +3 production. We got +3, +3. Going to be a lot of very high value holy sites for me. Once we've gone down drama and poetry, we're going to start building some theatre squares as well. And let's try and get a great general. Oh, Harold just beat Stonehenge the turn before, and then Great Library's gone. Oh my lord. That is absolutely hilarious. I would have lost my religion. Well, serves you right. They're building a lot of wonders, actually. This is pretty good. It means conquering is definitely something that I cannot ignore. Crew of the galley, done. Construction, because my watermill, done. Tons of era score. As we get the shrine into this city, I'm actually going to now gobble up this rice tile into my capital, because yet, look at that, +1 food. It's also in my Pingala city, so Messina won't grow anywhere near as quickly now, unfortunately. But I think that's the better city to be working that tile in. Viking longships, oh, I've got to be so careful of these on the coast. Year is running out a little bit quicker than I'd like. 10 turns. We need 12 era score still. Oh, that's far too much. However, theology is going to help massively. Now scriptures in. It's another 3 production for the capital. Marsala will get a little bit of a bonus soon. Messina will. A lot of cities are going to enjoy this beautiful increase in production. We're not far from feudalism. That's where we're going to go now. The aforementioned Gaul, who has been fighting Norway. I think Gaul is the one with the world. Ah, we could have just used Gaul's religion. Never mind. Still at war with Norway? You are. Friendship? No. We're going to be friends with you. I think I like the idea of attacking Norway from 2 different sides. We'll be friends with you. Don't you worry, Gaul. I'll convince you that I'm wonderful. Once I've got this builder, we're going to get the boost to ancient walls. That'll give me 1 era score. I'm going to build a lumber mill. That'll give me 2. We've got a galley coming. That's 3. Build 3 mines is something that I should be able to do. 2 sea resources as well. That's 4 and 5. Finishing districts in time. We can get some really, really good production going. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can do here, but I need to move quick. Gaul, do you want horses? Kind of do. Do you want diplo favor? Oh, you very much do. Let's sell all that then. As I say, Norway is the one I don't think I trust. / I kind of want to conquer. Shipbuilding. There's a good boost. Lumber mill. 9 era score needed in 7 turns. Oh, we need to spread my religion quite vigorously if we're going to get crusade over. Pamukkale. That's new era score. Beautiful. I was wondering if anyone else would get a wonder start given the fact that I did. Looks like Gaul did in fact. 6 turns. There's the production in my second city. 6 from holy site to be precise. Actually getting a horseman finished. That would help. Here's a builder. I'll get a crab and a mine. That'll help. We've got another mine appearing there. I just need another fishing boat. But just builders as much as we can. That is a Norwegian berserker, by the way. Keep an eye out for that. That could be dangerous. Norwegian raids of Sicily over the years have been particularly nasty, so we need to keep an eye out. There's maneuver. It'll let me finish this horseman in time. So it's 1, 2, 3 of a score. We still need like 4, sorry, with the ancient walls being finished. If only I could get one of my unique units quickly. 3 archers? Actually, 3 archers might help. That'll put me to 3. Converting a city at war is a bit of a nuclear option, but we could declare war on Norway in order to then use a missionary. Oh, these barbarians are absolutely horrendously hardcore. Just hope that we can manage to escape. 1 mine and 2 mines. Apprenticeship boosted. Let's spam some heavy charity chariots. Oh, the caravel met my galley. Oh, I was hoping I'd meet someone. Yeah, I think we're going to have to roll the dice here just a little bit. We're going to have to massively roll the dice. Norway, I think it's going to be war. How much gold per turn? There's no gold per turn going on here. Join the war. Or will you give me 1 gold? All right, we're joining in on the war. We have very little army, but now I can convert whilst at war, which is 3 era score. This is where I say that this was quite a risky play. This is very risky play. Oh, that trader I think will die very quickly if I did that. If I pull Ngazigamu into this war, gives me a lot of visibility, but a big army. Can't levy it because I need 720 gold. Own 3 archers. That is some era score, you know. I just need one other thing. Could my one other thing be? I need to find something or someone. Oh, first horse unit. First horse unit, yeah. So as long as I can upgrade my 3 archers and finish this horse unit, then I've got this covered. Haha. Oh, that's awesome. Let's get that road set up between my empire, a little bit of food and production for Katiana or Catania. I don't know how you pronounce this. This Viking longship is going to be an absolute nuisance, but as long as we can hold out for a little bit and or get a single unit with a little bit more defense, like a man at arms. How much iron have you got, Gaul? I don't think you're going to trade iron, are you? No. So I can't use that. Quadrireme, pikeman, we'll stick in for machinery. Archer number 1, archer number 2, and archer number 3. The horseman actually will increase the strength of my cities. And we can always put bastions and limes in if we need as well. Oh, there you go. +1 era score after taking advantage of land. Oh, we've got the golden age. Thank goodness. We didn't even need to panic after all of that. Well, we might lose Catania, but we didn't need to panic. This is good. Yes, we're just printing upgradable units. These heavy chariots are going to be really handy. Although, I don't need you doing that. Let's get the temple in this city. Then we can get apostles. We're going to use apostles to spread our religion to Norway as we go in for the attack. I'm just looking at districts that I want to build now because I'm not used to not building harbors and commercial hubs as much as I have, but all of the trade routes available to me are rubbish at the moment. They're really not set up. I haven't set up internal routes. I haven't set up external routes. It's just not worth rushing them at the moment. I think I'm going to do better going for the general. I'm going to start to build some encampments that I can use to defend my cities and to get great general points. We're planning the big attack, and I think getting a single great general is going to massively help. You see, look, Norway's doing exactly the same thing. You can't blame me. You can't blame them. We're all just blameable. Exodus. Now, I don't normally go for this, but the reason I'm going for it is the +2 charges and extra movement. When you have gone for crusade, you need to get your crusade into enemy cities, and that's one of the easiest ways to do it. I've moved a horseman into Catania just in case this Viking longship decides to try attacking me. I'm hoping it won't. We'll get this temple sorted as well, then we can get some apostles out. Keep maneuvering in case I want to build more of my heavy chariots, which I kind of do. Holy sites, urban planning, good mix. Keep the great general points in there. Thank you very much. I need Boudica. Voting time. Can we vote on my religion, please? And let's go for Norway, more grievances. I mean, none of this is really going to help me in the long run. Oh, I did get +10 combat strength. Yay! Another holy site finished. Oh, someone scooped the great general. That's so annoying. Fine, we're going to have to use Timur. It's just going to take a little bit more building. We can do that. Patience. Patience, Ursa. Machinery. This is such a proxy war at the moment. It's ridiculous. But now I can upgrade to my unique crossbow. 250 gold. Better start selling some stuff, eh? I'm not going to get mercenaries anytime soon. Let's just full count for it. 4 era score. It is my unique bowman. +1 attack if it hasn't moved. We're also not far away now from my baron. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Kappa Yobby Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Lillian, Radiatore, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Ursa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Bookaluk 79, Bob Loblaw, Davalex, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Zinikush, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovuwu, Legally Trash, Is This Live, Twin Cam Inferno, Martin S, Minnow, Sorted Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Flower Power Bear, Poppy Dude. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!